sure. You know what I mean?
Had to do a little upgrading. A little 97cc's wasn't gonna hand too big of a butt whooping. So this little Baja Doodle Bug will whoop his butt. Huh?
You let me make fun of stuff.
Alright, so we got the old Doodle Bug. What are you doing, Goofy? The old Doodle Bug in here. About to do open heart surgery. So, see what she turns out like when we're done. This old monster motor on it. Town's gonna get a butt whooping. You don't stand a chance now. Old Doodle Bug's gonna be a beast. So, notice when you turn the wheel, it's really tough to turn at a certain spot. See if you guys can notice it here. Yeah, dip. So I took a marker and held it perfectly. I found the spot that I knew that wasn't bent. And I held the marker perfectly up against this like that and just held it so it would just ride that spot. Right there. So it rides that spot right there and then it clears and then touches again. So that is literally where this whole section right here is bent. So I'm gonna have to find a way to heat it up and bend it or just get a new one. So we'll see. Alright, so got the old motor off, little tiny guy right there. Got the new one. And we were seeing, this is the plate that was under the old one, seeing if it fit. Just nowhere near close, so I'm gonna take some of this poster board we have here. We're gonna make us a template and we're gonna drill us some fresh holes and probably just stack some washers underneath or some spacers of some sort. So, think about knocking this thing down. Talon's grabbing the scissors to start the template. I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing up kind of and see where we need to sit it at so I can go ahead and figure out chain alignment. Yeah. Take a little bit more. We're about midway.
Midway?
Yeah. So I'll hold the funnel again.
The funnel?
Yep. A little more. Alright, so I'm waiting on a clutch and a new rotor for the back. I'm not even gonna try and unbend it. So new clutch, rotor. I got the fuel, the throttle cable hooked up. Fuel is good. Everything is good. The oil has plenty. We're gonna try and fire old girl up. So we'll hook up the kill switch and shit real quick. It should just be, well, it's not even hooked. I wonder. So you can, okay, so we can hook up our kill switch, but it's got to be grounded. Get a bottle. This exhaust is crazy. That's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to cut. I want to cut the exhaust right here and just spin it to where it comes up and out. And this intake's gonna be kind of sketch too. I might cut, and it's aluminum, so I could probably cut and spin it somehow. Oop. So you can hold that with one hand, hold this with the other.
You hold it.
I've got a pull start it.
Dude.
What is it?
Tell me when pound it. Go ahead.
That's all the way.
It's not gonna work. Cause is the really?
That's some compression. It's not doing it.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds like a normal motor.
It's like it's about to go boom boom.
It's not held down and it's brand new.
Hey, sure you mine did not sound like this.
Here's that exhaust. Just trying.
Colin, your butt is nice.
It smells.
Is it hot now?
Yeah. You recording, Taylor?
No, I put the phone down.
You got it recording now? or-
Go.
Good? She kicked.
Go ahead.
That's all the way.
It's not gonna work.
Why not?
Really?
Got some compression. It's not more expensive than that now.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds like a normal motor.
It's not held down and it's brand new.
Hey, sure you mine did not sound like this.
has a head exhaust. My shit takes fucking shitty pictures. I'm ready for a new phone too. So the main bike back in. Oh god, just about figured out how we're gonna get this thing going. Got the new wheel on. Kind of moves kind of rough, but it'll do. I've got a plate made, bolted here, and I've got washers that also sit like that. So the plan is I'm going to weld the washers to the plate and probably weld the washers to the nut, so the bolt from the bottom would go up and suck everything down, and that'll still give me the ability to slide everything this way and slide everything this way. So that is the plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver some stuff around. We got this thing mounted up. Ran the TIG, made 4 tacks all the way around. Some pretty good ones. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Got the chain on here. About to put the master link in and see what it does. And kind of could find it. It'd be golden. So waiting for him to find the master link, and then put the choke cable or the throttle cable on, and we'll see if she'll fire up. All right, so he fired it up with the new throttle cable. It was just a tad too short because when I put it in here, I had to like compress the spring all the way just to get it in there. So it was basically holding the throttle open. So when we fired it up, it went to fired. It went probably about quarter throttle or something stuck. So use the old self-made throttle cable again. Tie one to get a sinker. We're gonna melt it down and dip this in it till we make an end for it. A nice big bulky one that I can then just sand down or file down, and then that should work. We'll just have to make sure we take a sinker and a torch with us just in case we have the same problem while we're riding. So then the only thing left to be make a fuel tank itself, and this thing will be rideable. So I have to work on making a tank. I'll probably just make a little round one to sit right there between my legs. Hope it doesn't drink a whole lot of fuel. So we'll get to that point when we get there. For now though, we're gonna work on getting this cable done, and then this thing's basically buttoned up besides making a fuel tank, and then I can worry about that later when we get closer to the time to leave. I at least wanted to get the motor mounted, make sure everything works, the hard part's done. Get my Slim Jims going. Alright, so do old sinker, put it in there, put a little heat to it like we did last time, and got it hard enough with a hole poked in it, and then just smashed it around with our pliers, and I took the file to it, cleaned it up some. So good enough for now. We're going to test it out, make sure it works real quick. Test it out. Snug enough. Alright, so dilemma. Clutch I got was a 41 420 that I thought was going to be the same as the one that it came with right here, but it ended up not being. So to get this thing ready for the next couple of days, we go to West Virginia, we take the go-kart and this is ready. We just put a new fuel line on it. It's ready to roll. We just got to do some test riding, and then now I'm trying to figure out a chain situation. So I got a chain, was off that was off of the motorcycle out there, and the sprocket we got is new for the centrifugal clutch. So this is the sprocket that was on the mini bike for the little one. This is the sprocket that was on the motorcycle out there that the 2-stroke came off of and the chain I have came off of. So I've got it lined up what seems about perfect, and the plan is now to go ahead and I think I'll cut the inside off of this. So I'll cut this inside edge off. I might cut a circle like this. I don't know. It might be easier just to cut like that so I don't have to use a plasma. Cut like that. And then I'm going to cut the edges around here the same. And then weld the two together. That way I've still got the bolt pattern on the back side, and then have the sprocket. I need it to be a little bit offset, but the way I looked on there should be plenty enough room, and I still haven't made the mounts for the motor, so I'll be able to set the motor wherever I need it to be.
I looked at the video last time where you messed with the EF. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Comes up every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like at this time it happened.
Right.
What you
Now you
doing?
can do some sideways stuff. Now you can do some sideways stuff.
What's going on? Hey, we're still on the motor.
You can do some sideways video now.
We're still on the motor. Yard. When'd you get in?
Right.
Get his attention. That or a paintball gun.
Oh yeah, airsoft or something. Enough just to nip him in the butt.
Oh yeah.
Get his attention.
I got him good. Got him good up there at the coat hanger or wherever it is that. You go up there and go buy clothes and shit like a mall.
Oh yeah.
I bought one of them fucking gummy bears up there. Hot gummies.
Right.
It was like fucking. I think it was like 14,000 small bills.
Jesus.
I stuck it on top of a thing of gummies. Dude, he fucking.
Poor guy.
You know what happened? He grabbed a whole handful.
Right.
And it was right on top.
Not thinking you done fucking.
Oh, he was chewing on them, dude, and he was eating them. He said, I know the texture was off. He said, he looked right at me as soon as he realized. He was like, fuck you, kitty.
Right, I knew exactly what you did.
I tried to get Glenn to eat it.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Yep. He didn't want no parts of it.
Right, he knew better.
What are you doing, Kylie? Not much. Still stressed out? You still stressed out? Yank that thing out of here.
Oh, they're loose.
All I gotta do is start the truck up. Well, actually, all I gotta do is pull forward. You ain't good at shutting trucks off?
Yeah, they're fully through.
What kind of truck is it?
Just shut that one off. Turn the ignition off. Driving the Honda?
Like, if he can drive the go-kart, he can drive the fucking Honda.
Yeah. I had that car for 15 years.
I say, how are these clips set up? I've never fucking
That car's had a history.
Hold on.
I had that thing for 15 years almost. Something like that. I remember coming back from Pittsburgh.
I was talking about the Thor door.
Oh,
Yeah. Bro, stick yet. Not yet. Get there.
Stick's complicated.
yeah, it's fun. That was a fun little car. I drove that thing for 15 years almost. Someone said, you ever gonna get rid of it? I don't know. Probably.
Right, back then, no.
No.
That wasn't the plan.
When I got the truck, that's like when I said fuck everything. You know?
You got another daily you ain't got to worry about.
Nope.
It's more of a project at that point.
Yep. Which honestly, that car ain't got that much rust in it.
Right.
A lot of them you see nowadays it's fucking ate up clear to the rockers are all going and
Ground cable. Hand me the dikes behind you, Tom.
Got
I'll
it.
put them back down. Watch your toes.
hope they don't kick these blocks.
Alright, you're good. Nice and gentle.
The steering wheel holds out.
Right. Alright. Nice and easy. Alright, hold on. Just a little bit. Nice and easy.
Someone better get their water.
Alright, hold on. There you go. Alright, go ahead.
I pushed it down with my
Yeah.
foot. I lost the shoe.
Yeah, don't put your foot under. I still thank you, sir.
It's stuck on the cinder
It's
block.
stuck on the blocks.
There's a block behind the wheel.
Pull a little bit.
I think you're out.
Alright.
Drag it.
Good.
Oh!
That's good. That's good.
I thought you were going to swing your trailer down underneath it. We can, yeah.
You get back trailer right here, ain't it? Or can you?
Look at
Yeah,
that.
we should go to that trailer.
That's ugly.
Probably gonna hook up this truck.
I just didn't want him to drag it clear out in the yard where I can't cut.
I might be able to back it right back down in here.
It's still
Another
attached
chain,
to
hold on,
the.
things like that.
It's attached to the truck
Put a
still.
little slack on it.
Okay, sit down a little bit.
Just a little
Go
bit.
and hook that chain from that truck.
Here's my fiberglass.
Alright, I just leave her where she won't.
She's gonna top it. You good? I want her to go towards the motor.
I don't want to tip it all the way over.
Oh, look at
Then we'll have
it.
trouble.
It's flowing out.
Yeah.
That's candy.
Let's
Yeah.
grab a block.
We get it over, we'll never be able to get it back over on this.
Put a piece of wood up against.
Yeah, we can, can't we?
Yeah, because you can just hook to this fucking arm and hook
Yeah, I
it to
can
the truck
pull
and
it
flip
any
it back
which way,
over.
man. I got the brake for it.
Shove it over. You want to push it or not?
Fuck it, shove it over.
Let her go.
Oh!
That make it easier for me to drag it up on a trailer. It'll slide on its hood.
She rolled over.
Where is it?
Big spacers off the. I took a. Alright, we made it back with the haul. Had a couple spacers we got from Advance. Got the twisting kind, use a 1/2 inch drive, and then I got the rubber ones, the little squares. They got like one side's, you know, wide. It's like a rectangle kind of, but it's got like little divots on each side, so you could use one side or the other. So use the thicker side and put one on. One of them fell out when we left the Rockingham gas station. I wasn't even doing anything. I was just going down the road and I heard it clunk, 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 clunk. So somehow it must have vibrated out, but it did good. Besides that, it did good. We got everything back. We rode. He rode his go-kart, I rode a four-wheeler. We got an old Huffy bike, an old Diamondback Mongoose, and then like an old Razor bike I got for the boys if they wanted it. So, got the old H22 out. And everything's here. I cut the harness. We were in a hurry and I wasn't paying attention. I cut this and I was like, I'll just pull the harness out the way. And I was like, fuck, I need the harness, and it just all comes out. Anyway, shit. This happens when you get in a hurry, but everything's here. We just have to get mounts and axles, and this thing should be ready to go. But I finished cutting this tree down. Got back, it was a mess. Yeah, so I've been cutting at this tree. Luckily, she told me to move the Civic before we went, and it usually parks right here, a long ways.
It cracked the GT piece.
Yeah, it would have smashed the Civic because I always park it just up this way. It would have crushed the whole top of the car. Yeah, I mean, you can see where it's, apparently it's a Bradford pear tree or something. That one over there is the same thing where it just splits into pieces, and it's real pretty in the springtime. And you can see where it's happened before, where it's just split off and they've cut it. And I never thought anything about this coming apart. I guess where they split off, it gets a lot of weight and there's not a lot of structure at the bottom. But it like a lot of the branches supported it. Nothing big hit, but it did catch the windshield right there at the bottom. Literally caught it on the bottom, this little tab, and just smashed it right there. And then it ran a crack up, so. She'll need a windshield, unfortunately. She's just getting worse and worse for wear. It makes me cry. So, luckily, it sucks because this was my good shade tree. Like, literally, it was just a tunnel you drive through here and it was all shaded. And this always had shade, so the car would stay nice and shaded. So, we finished cutting this thing up.
Why'd you pour water on me?
It does. Feels good. Yeah.
It's not funny.
It's like small box. She likes it like that. And water poured on her. She's like, it feels good. We're getting her trimmed up. A lot more structural shit left. I got all the little nonsense. I had to take some more other, you know, hanging branches. Ooh, it feels good, nice and cold. So.
Go ahead, record.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Rolling.
We're back in. We'll get this old girl unloaded. About to boss and rain. So let's get this shit done. This is wide open or not. Takes down just a little bit too far. File it down some more. got the mini bike back in here. Get ready to take Talon back home. We'll ride this a little bit up there. Took the gas tank off the little motor that I had over there, the little 97cc that came off of it. The nipple on it was too small for this tube though, so I pulled it out and I took it wasn't 1/8 inch MPT, it was probably like a quarter. It was a little bit bigger than 1/8 inch MPT, whatever the next one up is. I took that and I just ran it down in on the threads, and then I JB welded it to the tank, so that'll seal up good, should have no issues. It's already got a filter. I've got a petcock right here, so this should be perfect for what we're doing, where I can shut the fuel on and off of the carb and not have any issues. So I'm just waiting on that to harden, and then I'm probably just going to zip tie it or mount it up here on the top somewhere for the time being. For simplicity purposes, I didn't have time to order a thread-on aluminum like lid/bung that I could weld on and just make my own, so making do with what we got laying around. I need to go through and tighten everything up and double check everything, and I'm going to go ahead and double check the bolts underneath to make sure the motor mount bolts are good and tight, and put Loctite on those so they don't move, and she should be ready to roll. Oh, how'd that happen?
It hit
A dip?
the holes too hard.
I was like, why is he sitting all cockeyed when I turned around? Yeah, you gotta kind of avoid the bumps as best as possible. Yeah, he's gotta avoid, damn, that broke the ones off the back too. They broke every one of them off. Yeah, you're gonna have to just take your time. Yeah, you don't have no suspension. We're gonna have to build you a bike with some suspension and some disc brakes. Yeah. Maybe try and set this like this. Yeah, that's why he was like, one?